So it's not exactly September 8th, because on September 8th is Celica's birthday, and it's technically Celica's birthday in Japan right now, but I might as well make the video since I'm in the mood for it. So, Celica A. Mercury. I really do like Celica. Like, I hear a lot of people have, divisive opinions about Celica. Some people call her bland, some people call her... I made a video about this a while back. Like, they called her a Mary Sue, even though I don't see how she is. Could be one, but I hear a lot of people who do not like Celica. Me personally, I do like Celica. Honestly, it's just sometimes you just want a character who is just nice and just naive and just an overall nice person. Honestly, like I like Celica because of how just outright nice she is. She doesn't really get in the way of a plot. She's not really, she's endearing. I think that's the word I want to go for. Her little quirks is endearing. Having her just try to not rehabilitate Ragnar, but more like trying to get him out of his shell, which is actually sweet to see those two characters interact, and show how much Ragnar really does care for Celica. It's not like a love kind of thing. Celica is crushing on Ragnar hard, but it's more like I like to see how Ragnar got out of his shell more, because hell, characters like Noelle, she started to get Ragnar kind of out of there, trying to be more of a not hero, but more right-minded than he was before. But Celica was the one who pretty much brought that to the forefront. And considering that Ragnar developed so much as a character, and it's nice to see that being because of Celica really means something, it's funny just seeing these two complete opposite kind of characters. Ragnar's more gruff and angry, but he's somewhat good despite all of it. And Celica's just somewhat I'm not gonna call her dumb. She's not an idiot though. She has her moments where she's trying to she doesn't really see the faults in other characters. She tries to see the good in all people, and sometimes that comes to bite her back. Not too much, but she tries to see the good in people. And considering how the world BlazBlue works, it's in how everyone else acts towards everyone else. This is a world where you can't really see the good in people. People are more like just kind of either treat each other like shit or just don't think of each other. It's like that. So Celica, this character who's trying to see good people. Hell, even Tao, I feel like Celica to Arcune, she would try to see the good in him. He's not all that. That's what she would say. But someone like Tao even would just Tao's too dumb to try to see the good in people. And Celica tries, she just try hard. And again, this does get her into trouble, and she doesn't really see the evil in others. Hell, even someone as pure evil as Yuki Terumi, she still respects the guy. And that does sound dumb on some people's part. People would well, you clearly know Terumi's evil. He did kill your sister and her best friend, so and Celica, she is not dumb enough not to know that Terumi would do such a thing. She's still respectful despite all that, but she would never forgive Terumi of all people. She wouldn't say oh well, he's a good guy, She would never say that, but she knows that it's in her nature to not be so rude and angry towards others. It's not who she is. People mean a lot to Celica. Her family means a lot to Celica. She has to kind of deal with Nine being so overprotective of her. And Nine and Celica kind of developed a more of I can't call it a rebellious streak of sorts, but she does try to get herself, she knows that Nine's being overprotective, but she's trying to weasel away from Nine for a bit and stuff like that. But despite all that, she does really love her sister. She sings her praises. She's like, my sister's the best person out there. And it was because of Celica that Nine kind of cracks a bit. Even Nine knows that Celica's a little bit true trusting. And it goes in that kind of rolls over to Ragnar as well, because she met him as Blood Edge back during the Dark War. And I guess Celica hit it off of Ragnar pretty well. Not Ragnar with Celica, but over time Ragnar started to crack a little bit. Shows more kinder side. Dealing with Celica, and I feel like that's one of the more heartwarming character relationships in the series, because it's ignoring the fact that Celica would grow up to become like Ragnar's adoptive mother of sorts, and well, it's different Celica, okay? Completely different, well, not completely different Celica, but different Celica, regardless. But it's just, Celica tries her hardest, you know, and I do admire all that, you know. I do admire that, and I do like her little quirks of being horrible with direction, honestly. Like, it's insane. Now, 9 does have that as well, but 9 doesn't have that bad. Like, 9 is not really good in direction, but won't get anyone lost. Like, she's not so bad direction where, like, she'll go off in a completely different direction to end up in some completely different place. Celica's a different case. Celica will just end up in different places. She knows damn well that she's like, but like, because the thing about Celica, she likes to go on strolls and whatnot, but you know, since her that terrible sense of direction, she kind of gets lost and just like, I feel for 9 on that one. I can see why 9 is so protective of her at some points, because god damn it, Celica just doesn't know where to go. And it's just her overall kind nature I like, you know, like, she tries her best. You know, she tries her hardest despite not that. And I'm glad she became a playable character. Now, granted, Celica's not fighting herself of sorts. She's, you know, having Minerva helping her. And it's kind of sweet having her talk as if Minerva was talking to her. You know, I kind of find that funny. She's playing the whole Carl thing, you know, and I find it hilarious that, you know, Minerva could be talking to her, but at the end, like, you never know. Like, it's one of those things, like, I feel like Celica wants to believe Minerva's talking to her, but like, I don't think she really knows what she's going. She just feel like she just wants to believe that Minerva is talking to her, which is funny to me. And I don't know. I also find it funny that freaking, of all people, Terry, you know, was flipping out over her, man. Like, characters like Relius, Terry, and Hosma, they were just shitting their pants over the fact that Celica, you know, can shut down Seekter. It could hinder their plans because they need that shit. And like, especially with Hosma, because his whole body is the Azure Grimoire, and that is all that Seekter is pretty much there. So, you know, like, characters like Terry and Hosma can't really do much when they're hindered by Celica, because the fact that Celica can like use her power to kind of spread around like a large distance, they kind of have to deal with that, and it's crazy. And Hosma just gets sick of being near her because she can also turn down cauldrons, and Hosma, being, you know, who he is, can't really be around her. Like, ugh, I don't know, man. It just freaks me out, man. This power is damn Seekter. And because of Celica, like, you know, Ars Magus can't be used. Magic's, you know, it's just like, you need Seekter to even use Ars Magus in the first place. And, you know, she's kind of running around modern society, you know, just running around the city and shit. It is like, people use Ars Magus in their everyday lives, and like, just the fact that just one girl running around causing all this mayhem without actively doing anything on her own is hilarious to me. I don't know. I just find it hilarious that she's like a ball of destruction, but it's just funny to me. I don't know. I just find it hilarious. She could cause all this just disruption in society, and she actively doesn't do anything herself, you know. But yeah, I like Celica. I really do like the character, and I honestly don't believe she deserves the hate she gets. You know, having her, you know, bonding with other characters, hell, even Jin can't really be much of an asshole around her. That goes a long distance. Seeing her just try to just be nice, just be there, you know. Her character relationships with other people, having to deal with her getting, you know, just lost and shit. I like that too. It's nice. It made me really sad when she died. I mean, I knew she was going to die. I already knew all that. We all knew it. It was hinted in Chrono Phantasma. She didn't have much time left. So, you know, in the end, in Central Fiction, where she technically got the bond with her, you know, with the quote unquote children she adopted in her future life, you know, just to clarify, people don't remember, the Celica we know now is a Chrono Phantasma. She's basically a Celica that was copied from the past during a point in the Dark War and brought to the future. The Celica that was the sister was basically that Celica who grew up and became, you know, sister. She lived for about hundreds of years and then was killed by Teremy in the church fire. And it's funny to have like this Celica kind of, you know, get to see what her sister self missed out on. How she got to bond with her Ragna, Jin, and technically Syed through Noel. And it was nice to see that, you know, like, I wasn't expecting Central Fiction to go that far. They started showing backstory to Ragna and whatnot during the game. And I already knew this was Ragna's last game. And so, you know, I'm glad they kind of piled on those flashbacks more, you know, show how Celica was when she was a sister, because we didn't really get to see much of that during the series. And it was a nice thing to see them bonding in the church, you know, going out, cooking, talking to each other. It was something, it was simple, but it was nice to see that before Celica got her send-off the next day. And it was nice to see Ragna and Celica talking that one last night before she got off, because, you know, she was going to confess her feelings of Ragna. I already knew that was going to happen, but she really couldn't, you know, didn't want to burden, it seems like she didn't want to really burden him with that. And, you know, she just passed away, and Ragna is just like, you know, we gotta keep moving on. You know, I did like that. He didn't stay around bawling over Celica's death. He told him we gotta keep moving, you know, and I did like that. But yeah, Celica, she's just overall a precious character. She's a precious character. Like, it's all there is to it. You know, just a big ball of cinnamon roll, just being herself. And then, you know, she didn't die all sappy and depressed and everything. She died with a smile on her face. And I mean, that's gotta take like nerves of steel. I mean, hell, if I was dying right there, I couldn't die with a smile on my face. I don't care what, okay, what anyone says. But yeah, that's Celica. I like her. And I'm glad that, you know, I mean, she didn't have much of a plot importance in Central Fiction as she did in Chrono Phantasm, because hell, the game is named after her. But I did like her character, and I'm glad she got at least a good send-off. It was, you know, it was a wholesome send-off. It was nice. It was nice to see she got her with her family again, of sorts. And it was nice. I think that's all I have before I just, you know, run in circles. But yeah, goodbye, Celica. You were a wild one. I'll give you that one.